getting back on.
Wow.
As far as I know, nobody's getting off, Sylvia. So I hope there's not a crowd here that it's aboard. And since nobody's getting off, again, anybody getting off, just wave to me. No, I got no space, so we can continue. All right, and I want to get the opportunity to those sitting downstairs to come up first too. We're going to make our next stop at the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts with its 2 stalls.
Oh, nobody else uses the bathroom.
There's always Starbucks, right? And McDonald's. Central Park is a very beautiful park. It's a planned park. I'm going to give you a little bit about the history of it when we get back to it. But just remember that this park is designed in the 1860s by Calvin Watts and Frederick Law Olmsted. And it looks very natural, but what you're looking at is planned. All these hills and trees and lakes and roads and everything underneath is planned to look like what Manhattan looked like 400 years ago. So what was here before that? Predominantly swampland, some farmland. The grid system was already here, so there were streets going across the north and south.
Okay.
That occurred in 1811. And a small village of people called Seneca Village who were promptly evicted because this is considered eminent domain. This, you know, the city does that sometimes. It's not very nice. 250 people of German, Irish, and African descent who lived very peacefully together. That's kind of hard to do even nowadays, but just think about that in the 1860s. These groups of people lived very happily together. We don't know what happened to them, but they were kicked out. And that's happened in many areas in New York because of roads or parks. The lovely building to the right is the YMCA. Those are right there. Young Men's Christian Association.
Oh!
Yeah.
YMCA.
But this is not the one that the village people started it. Directly in front of us is the New York City Theater, home to the ballet.
Oh.
To the right of that is the Metropolitan Opera House.
This is where we were.
Yeah. World's largest opera house with 5 arches. The one to the right and the one to the left are 2 beautiful Marchagall tapestries. Covered by shades now to protect it from the sun, but they'll be lifted later. And the third building is Avery Fisher Hall, home to New York's Philharmonic. Anybody getting off? Nobody getting off, Silvio. The Vivian Beaumont Theater is located directly behind this, where South Pacific is being shown in the Juilliard School of Music. Oh, the Marchagall tapestries, you can view them. If you look to the left arch, there's a red one, and the far arch to the right. This is all here for public viewing. To celebrity walking, come here in the evening. Who's who is out here, that type of thing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Who's gathering?
We didn't know that last night.
Yeah, this is where, you see well-dressed people.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that this is built in the mid to late 1960s. What's here before that? Well, this is New York City's West Side. This was a low-income neighborhood and the setting for the movie West Side Story. Have you seen the movie? Some of the scenes of that movie are not Hollywood settings. It's actual buildings that they said, don't knock them down just yet. Let's film these scenes, and then they tear them down.
Wow.
So this is one of those neighborhoods that went from low income to what it is today. You never know here in New York.
Well, Lincoln Center is where they have the Christmas specials. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Nutcracker and yeah.
Well, on PBS films, they're all the time.
Yes. So, Alice Tully Hall, and you come here at different times during the week. You see the ballet, the young men and women, the ballet dancers, and it's very hard to get into the school, and a lot of greats have come from this school. So that's why it's located in this area. We'll go north along Broadway to 72nd Street, then make a right and make our next stop by the Dakota Inn, right back by Central Park. And I'll talk a little bit more about the park there.
Where?
Saturday Market.
Yeah, the outdoor markets. Keep in mind, we're on an island, 13 miles long, 2 miles wide, no farmland, no beaches, just buildings. So everything comes in from the continent by trucks, rail, or ships. And in order to go to a beach or some outdoor entertainment, you need to leave the island. Your only outdoor space is your parts or the tops of buildings. So your penthouse apartments or balcony apartments become very expensive. If you have access to the roof of your building, you're lucked out. It's referred to by New Yorkers as Tar Beach, because in the summer that's where you go to get your tan. In Tars. I want to get that nice tan. I hung out at Tar Beach for 2 hours. They have rooftop parties, all sorts of things going on. Other roofs are not open to the public, but in the older buildings you'll see it. And you'll see that a lot in the street. You'll see people hanging out on the top. That's where you see some greenery.
The greenery up there.
I like in Spider-Man, the one roof that they shot the scenes.
We're going to go into New York's Upper West Side. Anything around Central Park is very expensive. Now there's nothing much going on here prior to 1890. Farmland, open grassland, it's pretty much it. Some wealthier New Yorkers start moving up here. The Dakota and the Ansonia, which is that building to the left with the black and white cupola, go up. Because wealthier New Yorkers have the luxury of time. It isn't until 1904 when the subway system opens up that densely populated area of lower New York, immigrants and lower and middle class people can move up and down the island of Manhattan real quickly. This was considered upstate New York.
Look at that building.
Which one?
This one to the right, I don't know the name of it, but it is built certainly in the 1880s.
Wow.
First as a hotel, so is the Ansonia. The Ansonia is one of the first buildings to have an indoor pool built with extremely thick walls for insurance purposes, making it very popular later on with bands and musicians. In the 1970s, New Yorkers go into some financial crisis, and it opened this area to lower income people. So you have a new group of people coming in here. And what you have in the Ansonia in this area is a group moving up from Greenwich Village. So it becomes very popular male bathhouse because of the pool. At that time, Bette Midler starts her comedy routine.